Hello, beautiful fellow human beings. Yet another late night stream. However, if I don't even know what direction that sentence was going in. Anywho, hope everyone's having a golden evening. It is around 1:06 in the morning here in Southeast Florida, and did a few things today, but nothing terribly exciting. But I found some of these squid heads, and I took the barbs off of a few of them, so I was gonna paint some and make perhaps some red squids. Is that a thing? Or like red and purple. But also have these, so finally gonna tie just something vibrant for hopefully this weekend, but if not, I'll just have just more time, I guess, to fill the box. But if anybody would like any jig heads, I'm fixing to hopefully go tomorrow before heading out to the swamp to get some more hooks. And just gonna get them from Tuppence, and then if need be, find bulk later. But Tuppence is right down the street. It's one of my favorite places, and yeah, I need excuses to go there more often. Sorry. Hey, David. So, doesn't smell at all like nail polish, which was my worry, because it is a rather pungent smell. However, this is a different, perhaps, formula, Sally Hansen Insta-Dry, and oh, is this satisfying, because one layer, it gives you this kind of, the exact red that copper is if you heat it with a torch, get it like red hot to the point it's like whitish orange, and then dip it in water really fast. It's like that metallic cherry red. But the bottle is a little precarious, I will say. Hope your night is, I thought I saw you both. How have you been? Time on my side of the world is, moving all kinds of different speeds, but thankful to have a table that no one else, needs for anything. Like, that is wild. That's just super smooth, I don't have many balls of nail polish, and the ones that I do have are a little old. So I've been trying to collect this stuff, because boy does it come in handy. Also for resin crafts, because you can seal it, and it won't smell like that thick. Well, let me dry this one. I have the other vices over here for drying. Not too sure what to do, so probably gonna just tie some oh, I always mean to doodle the little ideas. Hey Carlos, how you been? I'm not sure. So I am trying to keep everything organized because I keep losing track, and because I'm really trying to learn anything I can. Ideally, in the future, like, my neighbor will be like, hey, can I borrow a cup of sugar and maybe get like 2 jigs for something highly specific and for a highly specific area, and that is what I'll live for. Hello. Finally made it on. finally made it on. My dad found a big piece of foam today, so I was able to have a few of those. I have a huge other piece I'm going to frame because I don't want to get them dirty, and I really don't know what to do while I'm kind of stuck in space, really, but, you know, not complaining. Life stuff pops up for everyone. And it's a matter of being prepared to be essentially locked down gracefully, as in many crafts, many activities. Like, where is this stuff now? I finally boxed it up, but I set up a whole painting station. I didn't end up doing any painting yet. But I also remembered to bring my chamois. Real chamois. Do I have any, like, on my person? Yeah, no, they're starting to pile up. And, like, a few of them I'm not too sure about, but a few of them that I have, like, high hopes for. Maybe that's what I'll do tonight, is, like, retie some of the ones I only have one of. See, every stream I try to, like, pick a few, but kind of end up in a random direction. No, I'm perfect. I thought it was zoomed in.
It's alright, baby. It's okay.
Thank you. Alright. I thought it was zoomed in. It's alright regardless. There was, and I can't figure out, I really have to go to Tuppence because even just to look at the hooks, I really can't figure out if the 3407 or 34007 mustad hook, if the extra O is like another, like I at, so like longer, or if it's shorter. I just couldn't figure that out. But there was something right here. I think I say that every time. But I really want to focus on bait fish. I don't. And I do it to myself. I do. Alright, so yeah. I have yet to make a whistler, and they look pretty neat. The hen feathers for the tail, and got red chenille, and I think I have. And I was thinking of maybe just making like a very small one, because without like experience, I'm really not too sure how different hook shapes act, and if they, because I know like when you see packs of hooks, they'll say like snapper hooks, and they'll be kind of like wide, like going out, or like circle hooks kind of, and on top of that, like I get like the shape of the presentation itself, that part, but beyond that. Alright. Hey, Kyrie. About to tie us some fly. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Why is that so loud? That was real loud. That was just the book falling. It just fell at the perfect angle to inflict maximum noise. It felt like this. God, I knew it was falling, but the sounds like made my stomach drop. There are just so many. And there's I think another thing that's making it really hard to just get going in a direction, I guess, is I'm near the coast, but the flies that I've been trying to really gather feathers and fibers for were like the like streamer flies, but I mean, what am I saying? Warm water flies. I was looking at the steelhead flies, and I was there's another question I have in regards to the steelhead hooks as well as streamer hooks, and is that like that upturn eye as opposed to a downturn eye? And I know this is all stuff I can look up, but I think it's evident that oh yay. Okay. Some simple like bait fish with bobtail would be nice, because I've been wanting to use these eyes. There's a ton of things I'm really dying to. Like, I have these fish heads. I don't know how useful these particular ones are, but I'm sure there's many different ways of weighing them down. Maybe even soldering over. Oh wait, no, this 3D plastic will melt like instantly. Electroforming, which that is a huge. There's a few different like craft, I guess, activities. The solder that I have, it solders onto everything. I got it forever ago to try to encase things in random panes of glass. Got like 50 picture frame, well, not picture frames, just 50 panes of picture frame glass. But could not cut glass for the life of me, but when I do figure it out, got some really nice glass from a local Lake Worth shop called McMo, and maybe that could be like a belly, right? Cut like a half circle or a crescent and solder it onto the bottom of the hook, or for like a downturn hook, and then because like when sun hits that, wouldn't that erupt with like fascination? It just, regardless, the glass and the solder as well as like the flat, there would be stunning, even if, you know, and then ended up on a Christmas tree or something. The other thing is electroforming, and electroforming, I haven't looked it up yet if anybody's tinkered with it yet, and like lures or flies or anything, but it's looks like a very addicting process, and I have all the stuff for it. I just couldn't. I got all the like chemicals loose instead of just getting a solution. However, only one place sold the solution back then, and now you could get the bottles everywhere. So just gonna do that. I got a defective bottle of battery acid. I thought it wise, in one of my wiser moments, to be honest, to not try very aggressively to open said bottle, and just forgot about it. But I think this is the perfect atmosphere for atmosphere, Jesus. I really like tinkering with story. And this is the perfect setting for this because you could attach and paint the graphite paint and solder that, or you not solder that, put that in the thing. And there's all kinds of stuff you could cover feathers and different organic materials with to protect it from the acid bath. On that note, I hope everyone's day is glorious. So maybe this. Well, I like this big eye candlefish, but I was thinking I could use this rogue offset hook, upturn, or the upward face. I never know how to put these in the vise because it always feels like topsy-turvy. Just angle this a little bit. Okay. And I want to try to do a belly on it. I've been trying to think of some very like skinny fish, like the ones that you see when you're swimming along the beach, but they're so fast you can hardly see them. It's driving me nuts not being able to tie deceivers though. I have like 4 white hackles left. I must have a pack that like fell behind a desk or something, cause alright. And also the fish itself, like as far as like positioning on the hook, let me change my mind real quick on that one. Where? Oh dear. Oh. These are my favorite, like currently. I like this, and I have some longer ones, but the eye is huge, and I can't bend them, but I've been looking and looking at, like, the hooks that I have currently, and I can't really choose which one would be good for bend backs, if any of them. Like this. Or at this point be like too pointed upwards. I'm not sure. But I really think those are another one that I could get some use out of. Inspiration. I'm also trying to remember if I have the glue, which I need to go to. In West Palm Beach, there is a store called the Glue Factory, and they have everything from your basic household glues to marine grade glues, and it's simply called the Glue Factory. Wow, that's hot. I mean, that's real nice. But I lost. There's Yeah, alright. Trying to like kind of get a blend of the two, so I'm trying to see the proportions. But as soon as I flip the page, it's like I forgot. Interesting. So this Gary's little Hayden. I never know how that's pronounced. Hayden or Hayden. See how the bucktail is the same, but this and this are the same length? That is so nifty. Because when it's wet and like going through the water, hey Ron, how you doing today? I'm so sorry. It just always makes me think of one of the first streams I ever did, which, gosh, I'm not too sure about those, but I sat down and I put my foot through it. The biggest jar I've ever owned, and this, I cannot wait to see, especially on one of the days where it's like Sleeping Beauty turquoise. This is going to be wild to see. And for that, okay. Oh. Trying to figure out. That is. Alright, so Big Eye Candlefish by Roger Swingle. And this powder does call for a Mustad 34 011, number 4 through number 10. Thread in white, wing, white bucktail, and silver flash blue. Gills, red tying thread, which is neat. It looks like it's tied maybe under the, like, has two colors of bucktail, and that's tied around with the green going over it, in between the two layers. Yellow dolls. I'm not sure what that is, but it looks like these things. Alright, I need to stop procrastinating because I'm very excited. I kind of want to make the, like, black. Like a black head and black and pearl flash and white with chartreuse. Or is that, like, too much? Because this is nice, very muted, beautiful. However, these sandy banks, I feel like a little bit barren as in regards to fish swimming around. There's plenty of rocky spots, but it's sandy. Like, have to swim out a way to even find a shell. But it could all have changed because the shoreline is subject to extensive change. Wow, that's gorgeous. The Clouser Deceiver. I think I can find 4 hackles. Can't get over the proportions of the hooks. I think that my hook is too small, but then I see some of the saltwater things. black stripe with the, okay, I think so. But how is that gonna be? Maybe we'll just stick to, I'm sorry. I sometimes like using yellow, but that's a little thin in place of white, and it makes it look a little, I don't know, more vibrant. And that's like in the last 2 days, so it's not. Very much a beginner, but I took so long to get on and been sitting in a wooden chair for the last few hours. But saw some interesting things in an effort to avoid the news. I'm just avoiding it at all costs at this point. It's just everything on it sounds empty and hollow, and even like the just local news for obvious reasons, but so trying to avoid the news, I've just been running into the wildest corners. And it's just super sore. I need to get in the water. The sitting on couches and chairs pretty much only, but that's only now. And like the sitting is just, it's like a 24/7. It's not like you know, but still not complaining because like it's what it is. But my back feels like it's growing a shell, much like tortoise. Let me get that light. The one feather I want but can't find is peacock chest feathers. They are very nice. I would say jungle cock, but if I found any, I don't know if I'd be using it for a really long time, just because zero success, and there's a few substitutions that look pretty good on. I tried to fib a few using, I think, turkey breast feathers. They're right over there. You can just cut them a little bit and maybe tuck it into black thread. It'll give a nice false eye or something. A lot of the fish here have false eyes, so maybe even tied along the tail. I don't know if that's it. Stan's flies, I don't know what that kind of style fly is called, but using, I guess, marabou turkey flats for the tails, and they look super realistic. Holy trucks, like, if I could get one of Stan's flies, I would just, I don't know, spend a lot of time looking at it, I guess. But they're really nice. I don't even know where I was going with that, but I found a group on Facebook called, or I think I actually could found it first and sent it. It was realistic fly tying, and so and it was nice because I tried my hand at a few, but it was like the first ever anything I tied. And so this is rope that I had, and this I had some crop feathers. Yeah, massive little bitty fish with this huge honker, and then I made him a body. I'm still using the eyes that I made in the very beginning. It's a species of fish with massive tails for its size. They're really funny when they're wet looking, but this one is made out of rope, so it doesn't really have any body or anything. And when it's wet, it doesn't really form to itself, it just kind of stays as a... But I like the color scheme. I'm planning to use these like little, well, the little shrimps, especially for sand perch, and mainly because the coast is full of them, and trying to focus on food acquisition and what is readily available in my immediate surroundings, which is a lot of blue crab and a lot of sand perch, and a lot of snook, which running out of time for that, but the blue crab, it's just the water is really bad. My town puts the poo in the water directly, like personally, unfortunately. I'm not kidding. My grandparents had a house right on the intercoastal, but my very foresight full foresight-filled family sold them. They'd be like $1 million right now. I it love and light and earthly delights. I miss that. I miss that house so much. The address was 222. So, I apologize. Might be a bumpy ride. I'm just kidding. Hey. I start getting nervous during the weekends now because they go so fast. Which I know that's a pretty normal experience, I'm sure. But think, believe it or not, I'm not. John Wick. I am overly caffeinated, so I guess, yeah, maybe that counts. I've been staying with my parents' house for the last few months while my dad goes through treatment. And I'm trying to make a little shop, if you will. And I found the perfect, not to get on a tangent, I found the perfect trailer. And it's going to be plants, old stuff, and handmade stuff. And handmade stuff made out of old stuff. It's gonna be great. Been wanting to do this for years and just always convinced myself I needed like a bunch of like people, I guess. But I realized I can just steal wheels off of Code's old lawnmower and fix my cart and just bring it down myself. And no one wants to sit in the sun. So, going to be doing like yard sales first I used to vend craft stores, or craft shows. I would chicken out more of them for some reason. Alright. I don't know why I'm going this way. Oh. Alright. Oh man, I forgot to add a little bit of a tail. Like some of that UV ice stuff. I really like that. Just adding a little tuft when it's wet. And kind of like looks just really lively inside. Like there's that chi, that life force energy raging through fish. Oh. Well, I kind of wish I did yellow, because this pearl... Oh. The hook always wants to get out of there. Just afraid of doing it too tightly. This metal seems a little buttery. Okay. So, not sure how to tie this pattern, but she's our muse this evening. My computer's dead. Alright, maybe... Ooh, what color is it? Oh. Maybe, like pink would be nice. Pink. It's gonna be black on the inside. For the center, I'm thinking. I really like that. Wait. Oh, well. I'm just gonna focus on that. I really like adding that, or making sure I add some with marabou. But the marabou forms really nicely over things when wet. And when it's over crystal flash, even just a few strands of the marabou, it looks just like scales, like living scales. I'm not sure how dense. Hey, Quack Attack. Hey, Zoidberg. How y'all doing tonight? Making another bait fish for these goggle eyes. And I am trying to make a few that I don't put too much thought into, because I gotta I have crafter mentality. Sometimes it's hard to tie it onto and toss it in the ocean. Like, that's why, please, I am not exaggerating. If anybody wants to try a beginner's class, I don't really have any too much experience on my own. I certainly don't have no guide. But got a nice spot on the beach that when time is like not as precious. It's more so like, no, I'm just kidding. It's always precious, but when I have a bit more, I'm really just, ooh, no. Um, oh, let me just get another loose wrap up here. Okay, seeing this now, they're all kind of bunched up. Parents and I talk about Moroso. I used to be the International Space, Raceway. And, well, Isaac has Marissa. I don't know if it was like always international or whatever, but we all called it Moroso. Or if that was just the event. I don't know. But had like school buses with jet engines and just want to get these fibers a little less cross. I can do that later. Pretty sturdy fibers, really. Oh, I got it. I mean, I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get. No, it's not. What happened? Oh, I did some. No. They have a mind of their own. I like look up and it's fine. And I look down and slightly at it, like an edge. I think maybe I have like a little poof and a weird. Oh, is that it? Yeah, maybe. I think those were turning a little extended. Oh, that's it. Not too worried about bulking the head up a little bit because I'm probably gonna. Oh, it's ugly. Because that eye is gonna need a base, no? I still feel like it's like moving or something. This is silver. But maybe a little few pieces of the olive. I mean, pearl. It's so thin, I don't think it would be a bother. Oop. Okay. Alright, so break out the big guns or something. I feel like that's still moving. I'll squeegee it in. I'll squeegee it in, sorry. It's really quiet in here, so. I cannot wait to put those eyes on those. So I want to do this black. It's black with blue refraction. And have it going down the sides. I don't know if you can see. Mm. A lot of things have false eyes, and then also a lot of things have black stripes. One thing I want to make too is there's this half and half fish. It's called like yellowhead or something. Choo choo. Do you hear train? Oh, am I too late? I like hearing the ding ding, the bell. A lot. It's amazing. I never really realized I can miss the sound of a train. So I'm gonna trim it a little long because I'm not sure. And just like a few strands of silver holographic hair tinsel. Comes in a big old pack of it, and super sturdy. And every color you can think of. This is just going to go down to wherever the bucktail gets tied in, this chartreuse. Oh. Reminds me of Tom and Jerry when I do that. Because we got disco fish down there, alright. Oh. Hey, Coop, how you been? Here, let me sit up for a second. Want another mouse? Oh, hell yeah. I eat many a PBJ, Coop. I'm not even exaggerating. And was out of jelly not too long ago, and my parents don't have marshmallow fluff. Like, it's a blue moon that I crave it. When I was a kid, like, discovered it at a friend's house whose mom made fudge with it. And anywho, it's like because Lunchables had the s'mores ones, and but I had no idea what marshmallow fluff. Anyway, so I just took marshmallows and like toasted them on bread with peanut butter, and it was divine. I always wanted to make marshmallows. Oh, yes. Maybe. Cause I'm putting some chartreuse on. But maybe some peacock curl first? I don't know. Something just made me think of that. The other one has loads of pearl on it, the other pattern. Yeah, this one. Some of them have more green in them, and some have more blue or orange. I was gonna put like lime crystal flash, but then I realized this might look pretty nice too. And I think I threw it away finally. Well, you know, rest in peace, but I found a really neat roach, a dead one, and so I had it in a bag and I kind of like blew air into it to make it a little like observation dome. And there's like loads of materials that I could find like in the general vicinity that could, but then I wasn't sure. I find plenty of roach like patterns. Some are really, really clever too, using feathers. But I couldn't figure out how that would be fished. I like these little thin strands for this. That's nice. Oh yeah. Mm, maybe not. Maybe like a quick little tack down. I think maybe it's a little gaudy. Next, go. I feel like I offended those feathers, but oh, oh, shit, dropped some. Hey, I do a lot of different like crafts, or end up doing it. I don't do, I just tinker. So I've been saving all the fibers, because this is like UV refractive, so I could even just cut fibers into bite-sized pieces, if you will, and sprinkle into resin charms. Like glitter, what's the difference? tie flies do you sweep after, have a collection bin, or just your floor is a part of the masterpiece? That's how my crafting room used to be until I stepped on a few too many needles. But I've always had a hard time keeping my workstations running smoothly. So I do mention a lot always looking to learn more about workflow. Because even the foam block to put the glue bottle in, because I spilled all this and I didn't really like it too much at first, but gosh, this is just to tack it, and then I'll squeegee in some penetrator. Dang, I kind of wanted to add some lime crystal flash. After the peacock feather didn't really do. That would be. What is the 13th reason? I keep hearing that. I keep reading comments and it's like, this will be my 13th reason. What is that? I think I needed more flash. I think I'm gonna add some to the sides. Maybe the silver and just have, or, oh, yeah. Oopsie. I do like mixing gold with it. Ooh. Mm. Oh, I was supposed to use black thread, damn it. That's okay. Just gonna go back and forth once more and then tie it off and then glue on some eyes. And then epoxy, or UV resin, I don't know the difference, to be totally honest. Ooh, goody. I think I slipped. I blinked at the wrong time. Oh, I learned a very valuable lesson the other day. I had a piece of ice stub caught on something, like, or in a fly, so I just like went to pull it out instinctive as if it was just a regular material. I pulled like every material like slightly out of place to the point I just started over. It wasn't a big deal. Learned not to pull, just trim. In case like a Sharpie pen if I want to get. I'll let it dry for a second. Oops. Wendy's, that is very true. Wow. Who? Oh. Oh. Yeah, I keep seeing on everything. Like, I can't come up with any examples, but just someone as a post is exactly that, like a minor convenience, and like this will be. I just kept seeing it. Thank you for that. What else? Yeah, let me turn this phone on. This phone's a really harsh angle. Let us see. I just have to reload it. Excuse me. Holy. Mom threw away mice. I had two pet mice, but I moved and I had to rehome them, and they're. But gosh, they're little pipsqueaks. I think I have one or two pictures of them, and kind of like as soon as I lost my first apartment, which I ended up renting from no one, my friend turned out he just found an apartment, and I rented it for like a while. A long time. I was wondering how it was so cheap for $500 a month. It was right on the avenue, like. So well, that's what I God. Yeah. I mean, this is a global like stress out session, but all the more example as to all the same species. Oh yeah. Because like, I mean, just relatable content or like dark humor, like those types of um things, like just interesting, I guess. But I have noticed a really disturbing trend when it comes to like casual, like I need to print out that list of like words, but really just yeah. The sun is very important, but not everyone has access to even the sun. Well, the sun, but like you can't feel it because of like frigid temperatures. I don't know what I'm saying. I just hope everyone. That's the. Oh, did the internet cut? Dang it! I thought it did. Hey, um, I can talk myself into a circle. That's one thing I'm good at. So I'm also trying to figure maybe I might just attach the eyes with UV resin since I'm probably gonna have to build up a head for it. Oh, this is gonna be goofy. So maybe like here. I'm like, is it a trend or is it like what's it called? Just like the current. I don't know. Like something. It's like the news. Like, has it always been this crazy in the world, or am I just now paying attention to it? Or like, has everyone thought this, or is everyone just now like starting to share their thoughts? And I'm like, I don't know. It blows my mind when little things happen, like something called microwave cat. And like I see so many random shorts of like cakes being baked of this cat, like this big rave just has the cat in the background. Oh, it's the stuff like that that makes me really, really hope that there are aliens watching from afar, because it's pretty silly. Please tell me how to do that. I have a permit for blue crab, but only, because it's free. And the intercoastal right there, and I was swimming with them. That's the big reason why I've never even eaten blue crab before, unfortunately. Because, ooh, blue crabs here, I don't know if they're just different or what, but they seem to like it. They like that brown, that doo-doo brown. I'll see a few here and there in like pristine areas, but then, Baba Yaga. Coop, I had a rabbit briefly. Well, I guess not too briefly. It was a few years. And I didn't know the sex of it. And I brought it to Colorado. And I had it at the pizza shop. And a guy struck a conversation. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but I call like her honey pie. It was a boy. He picked up that rabbit. And that rabbit did not let people pick it up, but he just picked it up just fine. Stuck his finger somewhere that gave him the information. uh, yeah, and he just looked at it like, it's a boy. I knew Honey Pie was a boy. His name is Honey Pie, but painfully soft. How long? I hate to ask, but how long did you have Rabbit? Oh, died pretty old. Cholesterol. Oh. Was it one of those big rabbits? Team Quack Attack. Right? That is wicked. The how would you call the thread work in poles? Like braiding. That is sick. Looking at my dad's like pile of fishing poles and just imagining him. as individual like pieces. And the breading or braiding, Jesus. Kevin Bulk, I am hoping to start going to the beach. It's just been a little. Before, I was living in Florida Swamp, so very far from the coast. I have an e-bike, so but been caring for my parents full time for the last few months. So hopefully, one day, time and energy are going to be had on the same day, which stars haven't aligned yet on that. The one day I had free, like absolutely wide open, I cannot wake up. But then trying to make things to focus on sand perch and little coastal fish, at least something to start with, and like sand perch is what I was kind of targeting before anyway, with scrim. Because I know like everyone has their opinions, but I got by with like, and I still do, because now at least soft plastics, and not every time. If I have squid, I'm gonna use that, but I will say it has been nice. Like, it's not smelling like squid. And like went to the park the other day, but just used a worm. Have the bait caster set up, but I really don't know how to rig it. And found a few setups. I just suppose haven't landed on one. And I haven't really. I'm a little intimidated. I'll be real. I used to create beautiful bird's nests on any reel that was horizontal. Unless it's a spinning reel. But sometimes I still manage to like reel it in too loose. So eventually when you hit that loose leg, it will like all fly out. Only a few times this has happened. So I haven't. I've actually been really weary to even start. I wish my dad could go out, but he is pretty not bedridden, but you know, moving really slowly, and yeah. And the only person that I know that fishes personally is Code now. So oh yeah, fishing buddy for life. Which before I went with a friend once. She blacked Ollie at a fish. So I usually only went when my dad's friends would bail on him. He would reluctantly call. No, that was great though. So I've yet to try blue crabs, but I'm dying to start getting like more calcium in my diet. So I really want to eat smaller fish because we have sardines and anchovies. So perhaps trying to fry whole baby fish. Well, not baby, but like smaller species, as well as soft shell crab, which, gosh, uh, um, my ignorance does not cause me very much shame, but I did not know that soft shell crab was blue crab molting. I'm forever like just blown away by that. watched much anime, but the few things that I have, like, I did watch They Swim Those Blue Crabs. The few crabs that I have seen, like, nice size, they're so dang fast, like, couldn't really get a picture or their markings to know what kind. Seen a box crab that was really interesting. I watched Death Note with Code, and that was really good. I could not, the hype or whatever, because I kept hearing references in and long story short, I got into it. And there's another one, Oshinoko. I only watched like the first episode or two, but oh my god. Like, why is this so heavy? I thought I was gonna see like cute art or something. And I mean I do enjoy my Sailor Moon, but I think that's kind of an every person thing. It was a very big year, especially in the 90s, early 2000s. Hello Kitty, and I feel like even people that had no idea anime or manga or anything in America will clearly tell you what Sailor Moon was. It was that everywhere. And I regret so much not buying those wands from every. I remember the wands everywhere. Same thing with Hello Kitty stuff. Like, I'm still trying to get my. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Still trying to get my baby bag, which is this big Hello Kitty quilted bag. But the cheapest I've seen it listed was $200. It's probably like $10 when my mom got it. But Hello Kitty's Sanrio, and kind of interesting. They have tons and tons of characters, which I really like Japanese characters and the whole kawaii thing, I guess you would call it. It's super psychological, and like I mean I grew up with an intense amount of Hello Kitty stuff, and which you know is an investment act, honestly. $200 quilt bag, but the every year they have a contest on their most appreciated characters. There's so many corners of this planet and facets to this diamond we call like earthly existence that it's fun to poke around and kind of like, ooh, what do y'all got going over here? Oh, that looks expensive. Yeah. I mean, one reason why I never ventured into type flying is I thought I was very. Didn't think I was gonna grasp it, but also it looked um well beyond my means. So I knew it was like an all-consuming thing. There's a few things like that. Like herbalism. Ugh, I don't think I'll ever make a tea ever again. I'm just saying. I got too into studying plants and their uses that I ended up with a bunch of jars of herbs that like I don't now I want the jars for feathers. What do you do in that situation? I'm not too sure. Beyond the Squid Games, which I can't remember if I've seen an episode or two or if I watched the um see, I don't watch a lot of movies or shows because they take up a lot of time, and it's like one of my biggest fears. Even though I end up wasting like that's why I have to like pick and choose. But my loophole for that is watching the summaries, and they're all like really badly translated. So not only are you getting like the basics of what the movie or show is about, but just comedic gold in the meantime. And like oh, they're like the summaries, like, and yeah, crazy Americans love Hello Kitty. I mean, we have like the stores in the malls, and it was really the only store like that. And to this day, it just dominates everything. And to this day, I have a strong urge to accumulate the like at Walgreens, they have like fuzzy notebooks. I couldn't tell you why I want one, but for some reason I do. I'm not giving in to this temptation, but yeah. Well, I do have like a obscenely adorable pencil case, so that's probably one of the things that's like, oh. And I'm in Walgreens like 50 times a day because that's the closest store. I think of it now as like a human gas station. So, oh, it's been right in front of me this whole time. I was gonna try to use these kind of cheap ones before they dry out, but tacky UV resin is not something I really want to mess with right now. I don't have a mask, but I'll turn this fan on. Ooh, for once there's a fan over me. I'm in the area. Okay. Yes. Oh gosh. Dang it. I remembered to bring a rubber or a silicone thing, but I brought the one that's just a very strange one. It's got this little channel, perhaps to act like calligraphy pen and give you a flow while you're poking. I don't know. Alright. Oh wow, John Wick, I think kind of me too. I never watch stories because it shows who's seen your story, and when you click around a few, you end up, I don't know. I've had my Facebook since I was in middle school. They like had us make it in school, so at least I'm 90% sure like it's the same one. I think it was a way to try to get the kids off of MySpace and onto something more. I don't know. Edo Club. Here's a Taiwan class. I don't know if you're into old films, but 1960s Japanese film series. I'm sure the story of the character goes back like a very long time. I'm not sure if there's. Anywho, Zatoichi Blind Swordsman, like specifically with Shintaro Katsu. I don't know many Japanese films, but I could watch any Shintaro Katsu Zatoichi Blind Swordsman over and over and over again. Visually, so stoner. It's just a treat and a half. Really good backgrounds, like if you're focusing on something. Alright, so get this. Alright. I can't find my coffee cup. Dang, but alright. Oh, turn that down. So, yeah. I don't know what it's gonna try. Ow! Oh, I got pinched. I should do this over like a piece of paper just in case. But, oh, yeah. At least get a little dippy cut. Oops. Jeez, gosh. Fresh bottle. There's the lid. Mr. Resin. It just, no complaints with it. I do want to get some proper, because maybe, like, fly tie, like, for the specific purpose is better for water, I'm not sure. But, no complaints. And I know it's gotta penetrate the light, but, or be penetrated by the light, but since the whole thing's gonna be kind of encased, I'm just gonna use this to tack the eye itself on. Gosh, these words are hard to get out. Yeah, the Zatoichi Blind Swordsman films are also on YouTube. Free. I don't know if all of them are. I'm sure there's quite a few. So bridge that gap. Oh, do not look at the light. I have orange glasses. I wonder if that's for UV light. Oh, that's funny. I don't know if these are too I don't know if these are too wide. Wow, Run, that is brilliant. How come I've never even heard anyone mention that. Putting a cork at the hook of, or the hook point. I used to make incense blends. So I have a ton of tiny little glass bottles with tiny little corks. I might have to throw some. Wow, these eyes are so funny. Messed up the stripe a little bit on one side, just kind of. Just doing it little by little. So moving in slow motion all day today. I can't believe this took over an hour to make. Something pretty simple. But I think in the next few days gonna be going to my dad's friend's house to help with their dog. Just needs a bath and nails trimmed. But I'm more than happy to do that. Sounds fun. Holding my breath. I'll probably do another layer on both sides. Very nice. I'm still gonna do definitely another layer on the bottom. I'm not sure if I should have tried to get it a little bit more chunky. Gosh, I love this stuff. My parents had a bag of corks, and I've been looking for them for years. I finally found one because it seems like every industry has a beautiful cork appreciation. But I finally found one the other day. Oh. This is from Tuppence. Wanted to make some. Hopefully I remember tomorrow. I can't remember anything anymore until it's like 10 at night. I'm like, oh, I have to go to the store. Like, I just absolutely zonked. But I want to try to figure out too, like do I put the resin going up a little bit more? Like, so it's like this rather than this? I do really like the color combination. One more, a little bit. Oh, that sounds like a big train. Oh, that must be one of those really long ones. It used to drive me nuts getting stuck with someone behind a long train because they'd be like, I got through like this and that. And I'd just be like, how is this so long? It's like, why are you even asking why is this so long? This sucks. It's like, yeah, but it's so long. It's insanely long. Like, how would that stop if it's just wild? So we got a little goggly eye. That's how I look at other people's food. Yeah. Anywho, I really wish we had like the culture here where like food was like very like active kind of situation. That, yeah, I grew up with the like standard American like sitting in front of the TV. I sat on the floor. I still sit on the floor though. Anywho. Well, this took over an hour somehow, and so I better not start another one, because I will definitely not go to sleep. I am wide awake right now, this sucks. I might plug in the PS4 a little bit. Oh, no, I can't. Shite. Well, God, if I'm staying out in the swamp, I could, like, you know, I doubt we're gonna make it to the ocean. I'm gonna help code with this mouse, but just need like some divine inspiration or something. Yeah, whoa, why are you still up? You should just come now, cause then it'll take me 3 hours to pack a small uh, setup and go to the pier. Well, no, Just not feeling the pier right now. I really want to go to either the Spillway or that East Bridge in Lantani. Oh, there's another spot. But I didn't really know where he was talking about. My dad's friend was like, there's a place you could get, Snook Islands, but which Snook Islands? I don't know if it's like the ones that they're building so much. I really need to get like an updated map of all the little weird land masses. Oh yeah, or that spot, right on the thing, which I think would be perfect because I could always double check it with the drone. There's no rocks right there, and so don't have to worry about like recovering or retrieving anything since the water is still pretty rough or just a little trolley if it is calm that day. But like I looked at Google Maps or Google Earth. I don't know how often that's updated, but the dredging is happening slightly south from that. They're just putting in a bunch of new sand. So there should be even sand here. Really curious to how Phipps is going to look. Phipps is very rocky, which makes it a treasure trove, especially for shells. And sometimes there'll be like not a single one, but other times it's just those little rock holes hold the greatest shells, like the really big dense ones. I gotta find that tent. Not the pop-up tent. Those pop-up tents, I don't know why I'm so hesitant to use them. It's like, I just don't think I'll be able to get it back in the bag. Those things where it's like a wire with memory of its own, and you kind of like flap it back into place. It's not the easiest to do. Oh, use the live badge. Oh yeah. See, here thankfully like that was 3 in the morning, so I only really saw them like driving back with people like in the middle of the night. A lot of the few bars that did have like live shows and like let you like play there would be open super late, and at that time no one's on the road, but you could hear trains echoing from every corner. That sounds familiar. Oh. Ah, it was at 3. Today it went by so slow, and then it didn't. Ooh. And Dad's awake. I'm sure he's gonna be watching a bunch of TV. It's been hell. Holy hell. Just, always cold and tired, and I kind of never know how he actually feels, but always is, I'm good, but just kind of like in space. Waiting and ready for things to rapidly change every minute, but I think now is the perfect time to try to get like a little bit of sleep. Whoa, I missed a lot. Oh, yeah, it's in rough shape, but I hope all y'all have a beautiful evening. I'm going to pick up the desk and try to get like the basics that a weekend could possibly need. And yeah, I need to just keep the pole in my bag honestly, because it seems like every time I end up with the water, I don't have anything on me, minus my camera. And pretty dead at the campground, and that was the most recent, like, but incredible spot. Definitely wanting to go back. But love y'all. Have a beautiful evening. And never hesitate if there's any patterns. Feel free to unmute, because sometimes I spend more time like. So I spent like 6 hours picking like some music, and another 2 picking a pattern. Because really, I'm just trying to learn anything in any direction. And what I have access to currently is Sandy Shoreline and Palm Beach County. And a bait caster. Well, I got the like little fly setup, the little one. These. But I figured it would be very fun to go over rock piles and try to get used to the mechanics. Oh, alrighty, y'all. Happy trails.